So what we want to think of is when we think of what are we getting out of those type of classes, those lightly weighted kind of bodyweight based activity classes, you are getting good stuff. So I don't want to completely crap on it, okay? You are burning calories, you're being active. It's good that you're active. That's going to help cardiovascular health. It's going to help with, some type of blood sugar control because you are using your muscles to some degree. It's going to help more so emotionally and mentally because now you have a community. You have people around you. You have people who are holding you accountable. Like, when that class starts. So-and-so is going to know if you missed it. So there's a lot of positive benefits to those classes. But it's really important to recognize that it is not strength and it is not muscle building. Okay? So if you're a person who sells those classes, I understand that you're going to want to say what gets people to sign up. But don't sell your soul for that kind of stuff. So just tell people what it is. Say, hey, this is going to get you started down the road to health. You're going to be in here, you're going to get active, you're going to meet like-minded people. You're going to build some awesome friendships. We're going to get you in the habit of getting in the gym. You're going to get some strength compared to what you have now. You might even be able to build a little bit of muscle. But this is going to build the foundation for you to grow from. And where do we want to grow to? That's the thing we want to end with, is what do we eventually want bodyweight training for? Bodyweight training is a really good way to fill in the gaps. So the best program in the world that you could ever do is going to have strength-based training, resistance-based training. So resistance like outside of your body, so external resistance. It's going to have that 1 to 2 times a week for all the body parts. So that way you can get stronger over time. Then what you do in between that is up to you. If a guy wants bigger muscles or a girl wants bigger muscles, they're going to do bodybuilding in between that. If somebody likes all the crazy shit that CrossFitters do, then they're going to do CrossFit in between their strength training. If somebody just wants to kind of, they don't have a ton of time for the gym, they don't want to spend the money on that, they don't want to da-da-da-da-da, then they can do bodyweight style training. So you have to have strength-based, externally loaded exercise, 1 to 2 times a week. That's where you're actually going to build strength. That actually helps you build muscle mass, okay? And as you build more muscle, you improve your metabolism. You can even burn more calories in that rest. It allows you to eat more food over time. It also helps you fight osteoporosis, helps you fight arthritis, helps keep you more nimble as you get older. So you can actually do things around the house and be mobile, okay? So you have to resistance train 1 to 2 times a week to have optimal health in all areas. Then what you do in between that is up to you. That's where bodyweight style stuff can be great. So when I write programming for people, where do I use or how do I use bodyweight style training? Often I use it for core training, like side planks and various plank variances. We use it for rehab work, lightweighted rehab work on glutes or hips, maybe on shoulders, maybe on movement restoration. So if I have somebody who has really tight hips, I might have them do bodyweight style movements and stretches to where it kind of opens up their hips, activates their hips, and gets them moving. Where we know externally loaded stuff might be too advanced for where they're at in their conditioning and health at the moment, so we do bodyweight style stuff for that. So again, that's kind of core and rehab, and that would be rehab focused on hips, shoulders, anything like that. Then we also do it for joint-friendly active recovery. So if I have somebody who lifts weights 4 times a week and they want to be active more days a week, well, I don't know if we can get away with lifting more, in certain cases and certain people, because maybe their joints aren't going to be able to handle it. Maybe they're not advanced enough to train more often with weights. So I might have them do 4 weighted workouts a week with 1 or 2 kind of bodyweight style stuff. They might get a video off YouTube and kind of do them at home. So that's a good way for them to still be busy, be active. Okay? So then we also use it for traveling, so travel workouts. So if somebody's traveling and they're going to be, out of the gym for, a week, we'll give them, core exercises, bodyweight squat style exercises, lunges, reverse lunges, push-ups, odds and ends like that. So it's a really good way to fill in the gaps when you're traveling. And then also as part of a complete program. So like I said, I've had people who, they want to be very good at mud runs and obstacle course races. People who want to be very good at jiu-jitsu, MMA stuff, all those kind of categories to where they don't really want to be muscle bound. They don't want big muscles. They just want to kind of be strong, but then go do their thing. So they would lift in the gym with resistance training 1 to 2 a week, get strong, but then they would be outside of the gym to do bodyweight style stuff to get them better at their other activities, where they like hiking, biking, trail running, stuff like that. So that's what we use it for. Okay? So hopefully this was helpful. I tried to get some goods and bads and just kind of tell the truth there, but not crap on everybody. So I know if you've ever seen me in person, I'm a larger guy, so I weigh like 280 pounds and I'm 6 foot tall, and I might look like the type of guy who's always going to tell you to lift heavy stuff and build big muscles. But no, like those group classes and stuff like that are freaking awesome. So anytime you can find, connection with other people, find happiness with other people, find a community, and especially a community around healthy things like exercise, that's going to be great. Okay, so definitely enjoy that stuff if you do, but recognize that if you are doing that kind of thing, it's not the full picture. You still need to get some heavy stuff in there every now and then for you to work on, like stuff like osteoporosis, arthritis, blood work values, like we said, improve your sensitivity to like glucose and stuff like that. There's a lot of healthy effects other than just like vanity. So even if you don't want big muscles, you still got to lift some weights every now and then to keep yourself healthy. Okay? Cool. So hopefully this was helpful. So if you like this information, you can find more from us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Brutal Iron Gym. Also, if you like the podcast, please share it with family and friends. So the more people we help, the happier the world will be. And if you have any questions, feedback, or suggestions, we'd love to hear from you. So like today's podcast, all of the podcasts, we would love for them just to be directed by the listeners. Anything you want to know about, tell us and we're going to tell you the answer. So that way you can get all the answers you need to live a healthier and happier life. Okay? And our email is brutalirongym@gmail.com. As always, I hope this was helpful. And thank you for listening.